Oh, hey there, and welcome to the Ope-Eh Three-Way Pro Wrestling Podcast. On this episode 70, a very, very special episode because, Pierce, you know what time it is. It's award season here at the Ope-Eh Three-Way. It is the Ope-Eh Awards 2026. About
It is
damn
the
time.
second annual Ope Awards. I'm feeling great. We got a lot of good categories, a lot of fun. We had an awesome episode of SmackDown from last Friday.
Sure
that
did.
we'll talk about a little later. And
Very particular.
The Ope Awards has to be big. It is celebrating everything of wrestling in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do that alone.
We sure can't.
So we thought, who should we bring on? And there's nobody better than this man. Donnie is back.
Woo! Donnie! He's back!
And he's real.
And what the heck?
He's real.
Wells Mania, we're tagging you in this one. There he is. See this guy?
No, Pluggo met you.
Or that's the best fucking AI you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, that'd be real fucking impressive there, eh, boys?
And it's finally, once again, the true Ope-Eh Three-Way.
Hell yeah.
Loving this.
Right,
Loving this. It's already such a good aura. Don, how you been?
I've been binning. There's no better way to say it. I've been binning, like from new job to moving, the holidays, like it's just been chaotic. Luckily, we're like mostly settled in the new place, so our listeners don't necessarily know that these are the new digs, but you guys can probably recognize the new digs. I never had a chandelier above my head before, so
yeah, you look like
beautiful.
You're like coming from heaven.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is Canada, so that would check out.
Yeah. And by the way, finished 11th.
Let's not mistake it. You know, it's a little north.
Just so you know, I finished 11th. There you go.
Aye, all right. I mean, on the one that I did 2 leagues. One of them I finished 3rd. The other I finished 1st. So pre-draft strategy next year, Pierce. Tune in. Thank you. Thank you. Tune in. I'd be happy to coach you through a proper draft, and you'll win next year for sure.
I've been in this league 5 years as of this year. You know how many times I've won it?
Wow. Really?
Hey,
realistically,
40%.
If you told me that you won it last year, that would have been twice more than I thought. But in this case, it was just 1 year more than I thought.
But Donnie, we're glad you're here. We can't do the Ope Awards without you because we do not supply the A. That is what you do.
No, it'd be real disingenuous.
Glad to bring that. And you know what? Like I almost like all that like prep and stuff. I was running to get a hat while you were doing the thing. I gotta get one more thing.
Oh no.
Really truly feel like the Ope Three-Way is back.
Yes, sir. I was waiting for that.
Let's go.
That's good because we're doing dry January over here. So
do they have dry January up in Canada? Is that a thing?
Yeah, probably, but I don't give a shit.
Is it legal?
Cheers, boys.
Attaboy. Yep.
Drinking some water. So cheers.
I'm drinking in spirit with you, Donnie. Know that.
Hell yeah.
I'm not drinking any spirits, but I'm drinking in spirit.
I'll hopefully be drinking spirits with you over the summer because I'm trying to figure that out. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stay tuned for more details on that, boys.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
But, usually I'd ask you to cue me up for this, Donnie, but you do not have access to this because you didn't sign into the StreamYard, funnily enough.
Nope.
So even though I can't ask you, Donnie, I'm going to ask you, can you hit me with it?
You think you know me?
You did the finger. It's like old times.
Oh, weird.
You guys got a little bit more in there now, eh?
Oh, yeah. I added a full 10 seconds.
No copy.
Nothing yet.
You didn't hear that, you two.
On this day, January 14th, 2001 WCW Sin takes place. This is, I think, the second to last WCW pay-per-view. I want to talk about one match in particular, the main event. WCW champion Scott Steiner would retain his belt in a 4-way against Jeff Jarrett, Road Warrior Animal. I'm shocked he was in a world title match, but and Sid Vicious. This is an infamous match, boys, because somebody who may or may not be in a lawsuit right now told Sid that he needed to jump off the second rope and do a big move to end the match. Sid jumped, one leg out, one leg down, and the leg that went down went that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it was gross. And it
got visual on it.
Ended Sid's in-ring career.
So in 2000, Sid Vicious and Road Warrior Animal were in a world title match.
Sid was still at the top of the card at the end of WCW. I think he still had some name value and was still wildly over. Road Warrior Animal probably had no, rest in peace, of course. He's a legend. But he was always a tag team guy. He was never a main eventer. But it's late WCW. They're trying anything. 2007, Brandon, I'm going to give you one. TNA Final Resolution.
Ooh.
Christian Cage would defeat Abyss and Sting in a 3-way elimination match to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. The reason why I bring this up is because Christian Cage would be the final NWA champion under the TNA banner. They ended that partnership about halfway through the year and then stripped him of the title.
Mm-hmm. They had the ladder match where Kurt won it, and then he won his umpteen TNA titles.
He won he won all the titles that year.
I mean, that
literally.
was
and one of Japan's belts too. Yeah,
and with Pete Kurt.
That was Pete Kurt.
Yep, peak angle, man.
And 2014, the legendary Mae Young would pass away at the age of 90. Rest in peace to Mae Young.
I do miss the Mae Young Classic. I wish they would bring that back.
They should bring that
was really cool.
And then a couple of birthdays. Happy birthday to Casey Catanzaro. I believe she was Katana Chance in WWE. I always remember her from American Ninja Warrior. She was great and just very, very athletic. Happy birthday to the rude dude, Matt Riddle. I know he's probably not the most popular person, but when I met him last year, he was a cool dude. And, happy birthday, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Love that guy.
Who doesn't?
He's a guy.
All right. I think it's time we start talking some awards, boys.
Yeah, let's dust it off. Let's get some put on the shelf for these folks. We've got 12 awards, put 11 up for a vote. One of them was kind of a shoo-in, so we didn't really want to deliberate too much. Just give the people enough to kind of chew on. We put polls out on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Actually got a pretty decent amount of engagement. This is a good step up from our last year, I feel like. Gives a little bit more legitimacy, a little bit more
last year,
a little more prestige.
Us voting on it, so
yeah,
right. Exactly. But I mean, it was a good turnout. The people have spoken. So without further ado, let us proceed in the 2026 Ope Awards. And the first award we are giving out today is, of course, the Ope. So the Ope Award we've given out for the best or the worst botch of 2025. Fellas, what did we come up with? Do we want to go a little bit of clockwise? We want to start with Pierce here. Who'd you have nominated for that award?
I nominated Brock Lesnar falling on his ass. He has done that entrance for 20 years and has never fallen on his ass. And then he just randomly slipped, went ass over tea kettle, and then just put his hat on Braun Breaker and went on with his day. And it was hilarious.
It was a great time.
Yeah, that was a good one. My nominee was Lyra Valkyria in her match at SummerSlam, where she was in some handcuffs, and then she was still supposed to be in handcuffs, but was no longer in handcuffs, then proceeded to pretend she was still in handcuffs, to then put the handcuffs back on, to then be stuck in them longer than she should have been. Did I get that right? Anyway, It was a disaster with handcuffs. I mean, it probably shouldn't be trusted with handcuffs anytime soon. But that was my vote.
It's such an unfortunate thing because the match wasn't the best, and then that did not help it in the slightest.
Kind of sucked the wind out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of a late entry, but AEW World's End, I had Stokely Hathaway flying off the apron, supposed to go through a table, bumps his ass bone on it, and then the table falls on top of him and buries him, and then he just lays there in his shame.
That's what happens when you get no hose and are bald.
Yeah.
You get late entries on the Ope Ehwards for best spot.
And I will cue you up. The award goes to
Brock Lesnar, falling on his ass and giving his cowboy hat to Braun Breaker. Nice little present for him.
Yeah.
And win an award for Brock Lesnar.
If we can do an honorable mention.
Yeah, prestigious.
If we can give an honorable mention, it's maybe him splitting his pants like 2 months earlier.
That's fair.
True.
Yeah. Like exploded out his damn pants.
Yeah,
like, whew.
he was having time with that one.
No, it's 12 pounds of potatoes in a 5-pound sack. Does not compute. Our next award, Donnie, I'm glad you're here for this one. Couldn't do this one without you. Is the A award. Now, the A award is for the most Canadian moment that we could identify according to Canadian curriculum, Canadian context, in 2025. And I think we all kind of unanimously agreed. So this is the one we did not put to our vote because we all unanimously said, do we want to roll the Congos for this one?
I don't think we need to. It's quite obvious.
It's Sami Zayn.
Like, what? We all could have said it at the same time. It was fucking obvious. Of course it's Kevin and Sami in Toronto.
Hell yeah. Two Canadian boys in the biggest Canadian city putting on an absolute banger. That match was match of the night. You could argue that match was match of the year for WWE. And it was, a little bittersweet knowing that that's still been Kevin Owens' last match to date. We hope he gets better real soon because he is dearly missed on television. And but yeah, that was two Canadian boys doing their absolute best in front of a Canadian crowd and did a hell of a performance. So shout out to them, eh?
That's it.
Oh yeah, there, buddy.
Yeah. You gotta make some Timmies for that. Shoot, I wish I made some Timmies for that. What a prestigious honor. The A award. Third award we're looking at is the Giver. So the Giver is for most improved person in professional wrestling in 2025. Pierce, who'd you have?
I had Maxine Dupree. This was a very easy one for me to nominate. I think nobody expected her to even be much more than a manager when she came on with Maximum Male Models. I think that was their name back then. And
certainly was.
She's been training at the dungeon, and it shows. And she won the IC title, and like rightfully so. And she was an easy choice for me. Donnie, who'd you have?
I went with Lash Legend. So Lash Legend, in her time in NXT, she was there for quite a while. She was part of the Metaphor faction, but never really won anything, was never really at the forefront. She never won a championship while she was there. Metaphor split up. She was kind of like filler for some feuds, but never really like the focal point of NXT television. Got the call up to SmackDown in I want to say late summer, early fall, if I'm not mistaken. And it looked like she didn't miss a beat at all. She belonged on that roster. She made an immediate impact tagging with Nia Jax. She was in the Survivor Series match, did not look out of place whatsoever, and has, been very, very noticeable and just a great performance that she's had consistently on the SmackDown roster, which was needed because their talent was a little bit shallow for quite a lot of 2025.
Yeah. Yeah, I would go ahead, and those are two very good picks. But I feel as though Solo Sikoa is somebody who's worthy of nomination for the fact that starting out the year with Tribal Combat on the Netflix debut of Monday Night Raw, he has really separated himself more from the family, and that's being used in storyline currently with the Wyatt Six, which all in all ain't half bad. I think that he's really improved as a character. He's become a lot more comfortable in his role. While I don't think he's necessarily WWE Championship material just yet, he's certainly well on his way. He just, you probably could lump a lot of 2024 into this as well, but the man is a meme machine. Just so fucking funny. And I'm hoping in 2026 we can see maybe a bit more of like some face action from him. Probably not till after this stuff with the Wyatt Six gets settled and maybe the MFTs kind of do away. But yeah, Solo Sikoa, I think, had a pretty good 2025 as far as improvement goes. So that's my guy.
All right. And the award goes to
Maxine Dupree. And frankly, it was pretty heavy across all of our polls as well. Maxine Dupree put in a lot of work this year.
It was
and
a
it definitely paid off.
All the polls that I noticed. So
Mhm.
it had complete just stellar year for her.
Yeah, well deserved as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
And you come from where she started to where she is now. Now she's mixing up with Becky Lynch. I said Bexy for crying out loud. All right. This is one we like a little bit here in the Southeast Wisconsin area. Donnie, I don't know about you guys and your brew culture, but this next award here is the Micro Brew. So the Micro Brew is for Rookie of the Year. And this one was kind of tough because there's a lot of established talent. There wasn't anyone who many people we consider rookies. But we did still have some pretty good standouts from what we could tell. So Pierce, who'd you put up?
I went with Shiloh Hill. I think him on LFG and now on NXT has been a lot of fun. And I mean, just watching him on social media doing dark web shit is just wildly entertaining. And I think he's got a big 2026 ahead of him. Donnie, who'd you pick?
So once we determined that it wasn't necessarily rookie to wrestling, but could have also just been rookie to like mainstream-ish television, I think the slam dunk pick was Kendall Gray. She is, without a doubt, I think the star upcoming in NXT in the women's division. Tons and tons of reputable wrestling writers and personalities in the space believe she will be an absolute star on the main roster. She's already the Evolve Women's Champion. She won at Deadline Survivor match. Was great in that. She did not win her title match, but you have to imagine she will be NXT Women's Champion sooner rather than later. So I went with Kendall Gray.
Solid. I went against the grain a little bit. I mean, given that it's TNA, and I know how you fellas feel about it, but I feel BDE was a solid nomination for this as well, considering the fact when it comes to rookies, he literally just started wrestling, I believe, this year in January. So when you consider all the matches that he's had and just really the performances he's been able to put on, the risks he's been willing to take for the sake of entertaining that have actually landed him a TNA contract leading into it's tomorrow already, their first show on AMC. So I feel has had a pretty good year, and it's from beginning to absolutely nothing to getting a TNA contract, which is arguably the number 3 company in the United States right now, potentially number 2. We'll see how that goes, but great run for a single calendar year.
All right. That's a hot take. We don't even have the Emporium up, but
it's coming.
The award goes to
Kendall Gray.
Yeah. Another slam slide.
You were talking slam dunk, Donnie. That was it. Same thing, polls. Pretty unanimous.
Yeah, she's a star waiting to happen, and it goes without saying. So congrats to her on a great 2025. We'll see what happens 2026.
She could have won the NXT championship 2 weeks ago, and I probably would have been completely okay with it.
Yep.
Yeah, wildly talented, lot of upside, bright future ahead of her. So kudos and congratulations to Kendall Gray. Our next award is the Top Chirp, which is the top promo of the year. A lot of good ones this year. Pierce, I know you got your guy. Was he the one you chose in this category?
He was. I went with CM Punk after Elimination Chamber in his just flames of everybody in the top of the card, going after Seth Rollins, going after CM Punk, but specifically going after the Dwayne, calling him a bald fraud because, yeah.
I mean, you know, kind of checked out after a bit there, but
where's the lie?
Right. Donnie?
So I went with not so much a promo, but specifically a chirp. And that was Becky Lynch to Nikki Bella in their exchange when Nikki was challenging for the women's IC title. And Becky so graciously reminded Nikki Bella that she can't see her ex-husband anymore.
Oh.
So womp womp.
Soon to be.
And the pop for that was pretty large when it happened. So
yeah, it was pretty sweet. I liked it. I was a fan. I was also a fan of, speaking of this gentleman who we no longer can see, it's been a month now. Isn't that crazy? But, you know, so I was a big fan, and also tying into your pick, Pierce, I was a big fan of the Goat Bomb from one John Cena, where he effectively just, you know, did a little ad-libbing over Punk's old promo, throwing out names like Claudio Castagnoli and Nick Nemeth and, you know, now SmackDown superstar Matt Cardona. But this was Cena's exclamation point in the narrative in that feud with CM Punk leading up to Night of Champions in their match for the WWE Championship, which Cena ultimately came out on top. But still a heater of a promo.
I mean,
a lot of chirping.
A lot of chirps in that promo, and the winner for Top Chirp.
Goat Bomb. And well deserved.
This one was another landslide, it looked like, but it, again, well deserved. I mean, it's a play on what is like pretty much the greatest promo of all time, and Cena doing it, and Cena being one of the best promos of all time as well. I mean, we were guaranteed to get a classic there.
Yeah. Yeah. John Cena was really in his bag during that time. It's a shame, you know, the wrong way, but that's another cast. We'll talk about that in another one. Let's take a look here. We have next the Old Fashioned, a classic Wisconsin beverage on a Friday night. Goes great with a fish fry. But this award is for really something that stands the test of time. You know, match of the year, quality content, matches, we'll say. I think, Pierce, you should lead us off. What did you think was match of the year?
Well, yeah, I was going to say it's match of the year content because it is the match of the year.
I kind of tie myself into not there.
I picked Hangman Adam Page versus Jon Moxley from All In. This was a bloody, disgusting war. And yeah, Donnie's face shows it. But it was also like emotional. Like it did everything I wanted to, and it ended the reign of Jon Moxley, started the second reign of Hangman, and was just a perfect way to end that show.
Donnie, what's yours?
Everybody has their own opinions on that front. Mine is quite a bit different, and you can say what you want about John Cena's retirement tour, but one thing that was undeniable was his match at Night of Champions with AJ Styles. Truly a case of giving the people what they want, even if it wasn't originally in the plan. That match was a banger. absolute throwback to pure graps there. Cena pulled out everything he could from the intro for AJ Styles all the way through the match with the mixed bag of tricks throughout. Really big throwback to traditional wrestling in that match.
Yeah, completely agree on that. That was one of my favorites. But I would say my absolute favorite, if we're talking, just pure match quality, and we want to give Ring of Honor a chance, right? Right?
No.
Well, I'm saying it's Konosuke. Huh? He's got a can in his mouth now.
Slam his beer.
Oh, Jesus.
Like,
well, come on now.
Drinking competition myself, knowing how many times you would say it, but.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, you should have heard him 2 weeks ago. Before we get into your pick, we were talking about Bandito versus MJF that's happening tonight, and he's like, well, should MJF challenge for the ROH World Championship? And I was like, why would MJF want
it's winner take all?
Matter? He wants the diamond ring. That's it. That matters. The ROH World Championship does not.
Yeah,
he can get both.
That makes sense. The ring is worth more than the ROH title. That checks out.
Well, he can have the ROH tag titles and the AEW World title, and that somehow. You know what? I'm just going to say it. God dang it. Bandito versus Konosuke Takeshita at Supercard of Honor this year was my favorite match of the year, and arguably the match of the entire year. You know what? And Bandito, we'll talk about it a bit too. Like, he was stellar in this match. He complimented Konosuke Takeshita so very well. Takeshita, we know, is a fucking stud. This was top performance from both of them, and the fact that it got to be on a Ring of Honor card and it didn't get more views, in my opinion. I don't know how Ring of Honor is not doing so much better after a match like that, but that's a whole other story.
Me and Donnie can take half a minute and tell you why. It's because Tony Khan does not give a fuck about Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that took 5 seconds. He doesn't give a fuck.
No, you're right. But still, like, that should have drawn a lot more eyes to it, and it got its just desserts, I feel like, for
Tune
anybody.
into the Honor Club for more. However the fuck you managed to do that, I have no.
Well, hell, go watch it on YouTube. It's up on the YouTubes for free. The full match. Go watch it. See what I mean?
Pass.
Anywho.
Donnie, I missed having you here. You need somebody I can bounce off of for this. All right, and the winner of the Old Fashioned Award,
Cena Styles.
Yeah,
and very well deserved.
That's right.
Most of these awards that have been won have been your picks, Donnie. It's kind of crazy.
You're goddamn right they are.
Oddly fitting.
It's
Donnie with the comeback of the century.
I mean, it makes sense. That match was just the love letter to 21st century professional wrestling. And
yes,
we're in the final year of AJ Styles. We just finished the year of Cena and his 23-year odyssey through the WWE. So well deserved. And thank you to both men for that match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, always get a pop for the PWI shorts from AJ. That was probably wasn't gonna trust him to cut his hair, shave his beard for the moment, but I mean, it was great, all the same. All right, we are on to. It's weird going from match of the year to other awards. Maybe I should have, positioned this a little more strategically, but
too late now.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna roll with it, boys, because this next award is the UFTA. Now, the UFTA is the award for the worst bump. So differentiating it from a botch. So this is somebody who really kind of like Brock biffed on their ass, but shit's really gonna sting. Here's what you have.
I had Mox on the spike back because it looked terrible and was gross. That's it.
Yeah.
Solid.
I had JD McDonough bouncing the back of his skull off the announce table on Raw back in January. That tag match with the War Raiders. Holy shit. Was that bad? He was out for a while, but it wasn't even associated to the hit of his head. It was to his arm that he also, his ribs that he also injured in that match.
Yeah, he punctured.
Yeah, doing a moonsault onto Hansen
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Ivar. Yeah. Man, it was a
Yeah,
crash test dummy in that
he
match.
actually, he cracked his ribs when he hit his head. He didn't notice it, but it was just because of the way when he got when he bounced off Ivar to go to the outside, he just sunk his ribs in or whatever. I guess it was fucked up. The head looked worse.
Yeah, I thought that was the one that would have done him in.
Yeah.
And any average man with an average sized head, but luckily he's got a little extra bouncing room in there.
No, he's got a big head.
So I thought, Charles Robinson, he took an immortal bump from John Cena at Night of Champions. That shit looked like it stung. He was posting pictures afterwards. He was laid up for just a little bit, but it's Charles Robinson, Yeah. Charles Robinson was a real trooper. And that bump I saw, I was wheezing laughing. That was funny as shit. But because he was starting to replicate the run that he did at WrestleMania. Which WrestleMania was it that he did 24. That immortal run down the rim? That was 24. It was 24 or 25. I was struggling to think of it, but yeah, it was getting that direction, and then just Cena out of the blind spot, just cow. Great. All right.
And the award for UFTA goes to
JD McDonough.
Yeah, landslide.
Fucking disgusting.
Gnarly.
It was fucking disgusting. Yeah, and thankfully we still got JD wrestling too. I mean, I think he's actually injured again, is he not?
He's got a different injury now. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I want to say.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
well, get well soon, JD McDonough. Yeah, absolutely. Top class guy. Next award is for you, Don. We call this one the Double Double. Now, you may have guessed, but this one is our Tag Team Award, Best Tag Team of 2025. Pierce, who'd you have?
So before I give my pick, I'm going to give an honorable mention to Brodito. Came out of nowhere, had a great run with the AEW tag titles. I'm going to talk about the team that beat them, FTR. It's FTR. They fucking rule. Adding Stokely to the mix was a great choice, even though he gets no hose and is bald.
And botches on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
Mine went to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And there's two reasons for that. One, they made the women's tag titles relevant again, which is a huge accomplishment considering arguably they never have been. And the other is that it made Charlotte Flair likable, which again, because that's basically never happened, is a pretty significant accomplishment. So that's my pick.
Very solid. I went ahead and went with the Hardys. They've been pretty consistent all year. They had good matches with guys like the Rascals. They retired the Dudleys at Bound for Glory. They had a dual reign with the NXT and TNA tag titles, albeit briefly, but they stuck it out against Dark State. Say what you will about them. I feel like Dark State in their own right has improved a lot over this last year as well. But the Hardys, being where they're at in their careers, Jeff particularly still taking the bumps that he is on the shit that he is on the furniture. It's pretty commendable. It's pretty impressive, and they're still definitely standard bearers for the tag division in any company that they enter. So there's that.
And the award for the coffee with 2 creams and 2 sugars goes to
Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss.
I mean,
again, Donnie just running away with it.
well.
He is. He's running away.
So, Brandon, I think we should do the 2 new awards before we get into Best Guy, Best Gal.
New awards, yes.
Because we have 2 new awards this year.
Yes, we do. So, this one, there's a little bit of a Wisconsin phrasing. For those of you who haven't heard of cheese and rice, it's like a nice little colloquial way of saying Jesus Christ. Like, oh, shock, suspense, awe.
It wasn't me. I've never said that, never heard it.
I don't get the connection either, but okay.
it's exclamatory. It's like Jesus Christ. look at what you're saying when we have all these people who are nominating for best return. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like my pick definitely blew my fucking hair back. Pierce, who did you end up picking?
So I went with Swerve when he returned at Full Gear after the main event. I really liked how it looked. There was a little bit of a botch that happened with them going to Prince Nana early, but it like added to his return. He returned and he's massive. And whose house is it? It's Swerve's house, and a new banger theme for him too.
I went with Jade Cargill returning at Elimination Chamber in Toronto. And obviously I was there, a little bit biased, but when you think of a way to open a show with a return like that and the way that it was handled, where she absolutely obliterated Naomi in that chamber before it started, I can't recall the last time a show started with that kind of heat, like in any promotion. Like I literally, I was trying to think of it. I couldn't think of it. It was a absolutely fantastic way to return Jade and push that storyline through to Mania and onward. So I went with Jade returning at the chamber.
That's a good. Yeah, I went with AJ Lee on SmackDown's September 5th edition. I was shocked as all shit to see her return on a SmackDown of all places. I know we had conversations about it earlier in the year, fellas, where we were hearing kind of rumbles and there was whisper of things, teases on the Gram and X, and we're just like, maybe, probably not, because she's had her history of injuries and she's got her own grievances with the company. But here she comes, having matches with Becky Lynch and being on Stephanie McMahon's podcast, of all things, kind of telling her story and her side of things. Also, do want to give honorable mention in this category to Alexa Bliss. Pierce, you were there for that one at the Royal Rumble.
It was maybe the loudest pop I've ever heard. It
was the loudest pop of that show for sure, which was great.
Absolutely.
And the award for best return, because I'm not saying the other thing.
Hell yeah.
What's wrong with cheese and rice? It's AJ Lee.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest returns of all time.
Yes.
I thought it was going to happen.
I think it's an absolute travesty that Jade Cargill's return didn't win because of how it was done. But, I mean, AJ Lee returning is, to your point, one of the most significant returns in professional wrestling history. So I will begrudgingly lose this one.
Also, do we vote to change the award name of Cheese and Rice to something a little bit more apropos?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I fought enough for the next awards name to change because
to be fair, it was kind of a first throw out there. It was going to be so the winner of the first and only Cheese and Rice award is AJ Lee. This next award was gonna tentatively be potentially named King Kerfuffle.
Because that's Canadian. Donnie, as the Canadian.
I looked it up on a website.
Oh, wow. You've also done other things.
I did my research.
Strongly disagree with. Why don't you share that AI-generated photo that we have of the Ope Ehwards?
Oh, the one with the... Oh, yeah. I'll throw that up there. I got to... Are you able to... Pierce, are you able to do the...
To be fair, last year we did not have a drum roll. We did have a
Yeah, the honorary duck. That was fucked.
That was a fucked old duck.
Yeah, King Kerfuffle was a bit too goofy for me, even though professional wrestling as a whole is goofy. That was just
it's serious business.
Bit goofy. It's still real to me, damn it.
Don't tell that.
But we went with a real cool name, though. I think, pretty to the point.
You heard what Nikki Bella said, right, Brandon?
What did I hear about Nikki Bella? What did she say? Oh, to Pat McAfee on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was erupting a bit after that. I was like, oh shit.
Okay,
the whole group.
Yeah, they were trying to put a sound barrier up for that one. I was just like, oh yeah, I shouldn't repeat what she said. Like, this is a pro wrestling podcast. We're better people than that. We're better people than Nikki Bella, right, boys?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't, hang around with.
We don't date people that are 20 years younger than us.
No, not yet anyway.
Shout out to Cooper Jean for that. That's pretty high.
Yeah, big Coop, yeah. Yeah. Enjoy the ride while it lasts, fella.
Cougar Coop.
Yeah, Cougar Coop. Oh, lordy. The Full Send Award, fellas, is the name of the award we went with for Best Show. I guess for future, the Best Show could incorporate not just PLE's pay-per-views here, but I feel like we could almost put that to like any and all show, right? Like even an episode of Raw, or is that too broad, do we feel?
We got to stick to PLEs.
There's some good episodes.
If there's like an absolute standout blowout, like the exact opposite of a Netflix debut or anniversary, you could do that.
So like the Raw after Mania 39, like that good of a show?
Mm-hmm. Then we'll consider that. Noted.
Yeah, Raw after 39 that I was in attendance for, and holy shit, Brock Lesnar, boys and girls.
The absolute worst rated Raw after Mania of all time on Cage Matches.
Thank you, Vince.
I think it's the lowest rated. I think it's the lowest rated Raw of all time too.
Really? Oh, shice. Well, I mean, hopefully these shows. I don't think these shows got low ratings at all. I think they all were pretty standout because we, of course, at the Ope Three-Way are very discerning and tasteful. Starting with Pierce. What was your?
I want to throw an honorable mention. I don't think it was on there. I might be incorrect. I'm looking at the X ones. Was WWE Evolution named?
Not in this one. No.
It should have been.
But
that's
fair. That's fair.
It was an incredibly good show, top to bottom, and showed why women's wrestling matters. As for that, I picked AEW Revolution. If this stuck the landing in the main event, it easily would have. I think it would win. I think even you take that main event out of there, we're looking at a top wrestling pay-per-view of all time. I mean, banger after banger after banger after banger, and possibly the greatest women's match and women's feud ended on this show. So,
not in the right part of the show, but certainly on the show, and it was, like you said, greatest.
And the ending was absolute dog shit. But
yes,
yeah,
indeed.
Again, maybe I'm biased because I was there. It was not Mania 41, as I'm scolding my cat from a distance. Elimination Chamber in Toronto. That show was a fun show from top to bottom. Obviously, kicked off extremely hot with the Women's Elimination Chamber. The women's tag match was fun. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens was an absolute banger. Men's Chamber was pretty good. And then the John Cena heel turn, where at the time when we were watching that, was one of the most shocking moments in wrestling history.
Still is.
Unfortunately, it didn't stick the landing after that, but the show itself was quite the experience beginning through to the end.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Elimination Chamber, solid. Evolution probably should have been in this consideration as well. Shout out to Wrestling for Life. The boys over there put Evolution on their poll, and Evolution did win, so it probably would have stood a very good chance here as well. But I went ahead with New Japan's The New Beginning in Osaka. For reasons that you...
no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so okay, so here's the way. It capped off at the end very, very nice. Konosuke Takeshita was in it, had a great fucking match. At the very end of the show, Hirooki Goto. Do you know who Goto is, at least, Donnie? You got to know who Goto is.
No.
Oh, damn it.
He's E Honda, man.
Okay, he is E Honda in Street Fighter.
Right.
Yes,
okay.
He is. So he has prestige. He has a tag to his name. But he also ended this very long saga that spanned from when I started watching New Japan in probably like 2012 or 13, where he finally won the New Japan or the IWGP then World Heavyweight Championship now heavyweight championship. He's included in that lineage by virtue of the reversion to the B4 by one.
Many of our viewers watch that show live. I will buy you a beer. So if you can prove that you watch that show live, it's obviously not there, but like,
if you were there, he'll buy you 2 beers.
I'll buy you 2 beers.
Made the trip all the way out to Osaka for some good Molsons.
If you watch that show live, I'll buy you a beer. If you watch that show in any capacity, I'll get you a nice Tim Hortons donut.
Ooh, that's a solid deal. People, you heard them. But who won this one? Let's figure that out.
And the winner for the Full Send.
This guy's pick, WWE Elimination Chamber. Bias disincluded. It was a very great, like you said, Don.
Incredible show. And we didn't even talk about Cody telling The Rock to go fuck himself. I don't have that button.
That was part of the heel turn, right? So
I don't have that button yet, but we'll add it. We'll get our whole soundboard on here, Don. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
Jam-packed. It's going to be exciting. Very, very solid pick. Very solid winner. Again, Evolution probably would have stood a great chance of that too. So that was something to consider. Hopefully they do well with it next year. Hopefully it's a continuing thing. We're looking at the best for these last 2 awards. The best guy and the best gal. We're going to lead off with the best guy. Speaks for itself. Pierce,
so
who'd you pick?
I had 2 picks. We were each supposed to do 2. You guys only did 1. That's fine. I'm going to give an honorable mention to John Cena for our buddy Wells. And, I mean, it was an incredible year for John. Won the 17th, won the IC title, capped his career off in a perfect fashion.
Grand Slam winner.
I had 2 options. Number 1, I went with Hangman Adam Page. I think his return and turn back to the good side and his second world title reign were a big standout for AEW and helped them put them where they are today in a very good spot. And then secondly, 4 letters, 1 word, yeet, to piss off Brandon. No, but if we look at Jey Uso's year front to back, it is an incredible year for Jey Uso. Won the Rumble, won the world title, main evented many Raws, won the tag titles to cap off the year. I mean, it's a great.
How's that guy Gunther that he buried out in the Vegas desert? How's he doing? I haven't heard anything about Gunther recently. What about you, Brandon?
Recently, I mean, he's still coasting. He had a pretty solid accomplishment at the end of this calendar year here. Really turned it around. Yeah, no, he tunneled his way up on out of there.
He was still in the sands of the Mojave Desert out.
It was getting kind of hot down there. Well, probably pretty cool actually, away from the sun. But he found his way back to the sun, and he's shining right now. I'll say that about him.
All right. Well, he is not my nominee for best guy.
Throw an honorable mention for him for sure.
He could very much deserve an honorable mention. He retired John Cena. He retired Bill Goldberg.
World champion twice this year.
Yeah, world champion twice. He was he was not the King of the Ring winner. That was last year, but he just had a very, very solid year.
He got his theme back.
He did. They play it too long though. So my beef with this song is they play it too long and it gets too quiet, too artsy. It still needs to have that intimidatingness to it.
Sure.
Anyway. My pick is Dirty Dominic Mysterio. I think Dirty Dom also had a great year from end to end. He's been a very strong IC champion. He is the AAA Mega Champion. I don't know how to pronounce that. I am not Spanish, not pretending to. He's been a focal point of storytelling across 2 shows and just had an absolutely incredible run in 2025. And as far as I know, he is injured, but that should be resolving pretty soon. because he's in a match quite soon, I think, because he's supposed to be challenging whoever is the number one contender after this Saturday on AAA. But yeah, looking forward to a lot more of Dirty Dom, and I think he had a great 2025, so that's my pick.
Going to the well with this one again, speaking of what I was carrying on about earlier, I think Bandito had a hell of a 2025. Say what you will about Ring of Honor, he carries himself very, very well as a champion in this current era. He's had great matches with Takeshita. He's had a great match with Hechicero. He's had great tag matches, like 5 stars in singles and tag. Represented the AEW tag division in the throw together with Brody King, which they had surprisingly great chemistry, and they did their damn thing. And the first Dynamite Diamond Ring winner who is not MJF in the 5 or 6 year history of that prestigious prize, and is going to be now facing MJF probably in the next little bit here. So yeah, I'd say he had a pretty damn good year. A lot of 5-star matches, singles tags, a lot of honors, a lot of awards. Hopefully this one, we'll see about it.
And you brought up, there's 2 other honorable mentions we should make. Cody Rhodes, he's QB1, King of the Ring, 2nd WWE champion. And then Konosuke Takeshita should get a shout here as well. I mean,
absolutely.
IWGP World Champion, won the G1, fucking bangers on every show he's on. Dude is just a star in waiting. But the winner for the Best Guy Award,
Dirty Dom.
Dirty
Oh, with
Dom.
the stash. Oh, with the stash.
Dirty
And the
Dom.
mullet.
Dirty Dom.
Mullet too.
Probably got the pop of the weekend at Mania, and rightfully so. And character work wise, the dude is just great. And if I could throw an honorable mention for like top promo, top chirp, it's when he's in that backstage segment with Adam Pearce over the summer when he was hurt. And he just went out and he attacked somebody, and he's like, and Adam Pearce is like, "What are you doing, man? You're supposed to be on the injured list." And he's like, "I had adrenaline in my soul."
Dom was in some fun promos of that stretch. His promos with AJ Styles when AJ was dressing up as different personalities and stuff to try and get.
That was so fucking funny. Yeah, Dom brings a lot of good personality out of people who he's feuding with, and like I think there's gonna be so much fun shit that he's gonna be doing this next year. I'm very excited for Dom. It's been awesome to watch him progress as he has.
Before our last award, do you guys mind if I sneak in some breaking news?
Go right ahead.
Oh,
breaking news. This is tweet out 29 minutes ago. There is new talent being signed to AEW. They are backstage tonight. And there's actually 4 of them.
Oh.
And it is the Rascals. The Rascals have signed with AEW. Confirmed.
No shit.
Good spot for him.
Fightful Select.
Wow.
It's a very good spot.
That is
sucks for TNA, but it's.
I mean, yeah,
shot in the arm in AEW.
Well, and yeah, and they got a lot of jump around option too, right? They can pop up in CMLL. They can pop up. I mean, provided the partnership holds up with New Japan, but they could pop around there. They got MLW to jump into.
There's a bunch of indies. I mean, MJF is in Indy next weekend, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I thought TNA would have used it pretty good too, because I figure Desmond Xavier is your obvious go-to for like a world championship contender, and then you got an X Division guy or an international championship guy, I guess, and then like tag team. It makes perfect sense for Rascals to hold all the gold in TNA. But I mean, there's definitely a lot of opportunity to be had in AEW as well. So kudos to them, and looking forward to seeing the Rascals on AEW. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
But,
sorry to interrupt the whole awards, but I was looking to see if there was anything that came up on Dynamite, and that came up on my feed. So
that's a big one.
It is. Yeah. That's a shift. Let's take a shift on over to after Best Guy, Best Gal. So again, the award speaks for itself. Pierce.
2 honorable mentions. I'm surprised she did not make this list, but Stephanie Vaquet, Vaquer. Incredible 2025. Chris Statlander. I mean, shocking. She did not make this list. But I gave 2 options again. Number 1, it's the person I've been talking about all year. It's Io Sky. Banger after banger after banger. Won the world title. Defended it at Mania. And then has been in this fun story with Rhea Ripley and her being a tag team. And I mean, she just won the tag titles on Raw. So, like, congratulations to her and Rhea. And then Mercedes Moné. I know that pisses off Brandon. I did 2 straight awards to piss off Brandon. I should. I mean,
there you go.
13 championship wins. But
yeah, we did a little subtraction over the last couple of months, but
13 championship wins. La-di-da.
The Owen is not a championship.
Bangers too. She's
Queen
a star.
of Southside Championship is not real.
I mean,
not anymore.
My pick was also Io Sky. For what it's worth, like I'd been saying Io Sky 6 months into the year, similar to Brandon saying Bandito 6 months into the year. Don't think I forgot that because I didn't. But yeah, Io Sky, top to bottom, just the absolute most talented wrestler in the women's locker room in WWE, and world champion, tag team. Well, the tag team champion now, but fledgling tag team, War Games, all the other stuff that she's done throughout the year. She's been spectacular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. There's no denying that. I thought there were 2 great female wrestlers, and I'm surprised I didn't think of Stat or even like someone like Willow Nightingale. But
there's 2 other honorable mentions I just thought of. JC Jane should get a shout,
mm-hmm.
and then if she did not get pregnant, Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi didn't have a full year to really give that one to. And JC Jane, honestly, JC Jane was one of my close considerations for most improved, because night and day difference from being a lackey in a 3-woman faction to being NXT Women's Champion for quite the reign between the 2 reigns.
Yeah, and leading her own 3-woman faction as well.
Yep.
So, for my picks, I went ahead and picked, firstly, Becky Lynch for carrying the Intercontinental Championship just like a World Championship, giving it. I arguably would have said for a while there that the Intercontinental Championship on Raw was more prestigious by virtue of Becky holding it and carrying it and defending it the way that she did, compared to the world title. And especially when you compare it to the other women's mid-card title that's been really straggling along this last year, and hopefully there's signs of improvement to come with that. But Becky definitely had a stellar year, had a great match, tag match, mind you, with AJ Lee and CM Punk with her husband Seth Rollins. Was a big sell in that PLE. The other woman I said would have had a great year for reasons we've mentioned, the Hollywood ending, Timeless Toni Storm. I feel like she had a pretty, when I say standard showing for Timeless Toni Storm, I mean, I hold Toni to a very high standard.
Toni
and
is the
she,
most consistent woman not named Io Sky.
Yeah. And she had a great match with Mercedes Moné where like she was seriously under threat there for a while, but she really like fucking hit the gas at the end of that match and made it terrific. The Hollywood ending should have gotten main event spot on that card at Revolution. And now, people are talking about, well, is her gimmick maybe getting stale? I don't know. I don't think so. And she's doing stuff now. She's mixing it up with the conglomeration. She's doing intergender stuff. And I think she's still carrying strong into 2026. Will she be world champion again anytime soon? Maybe not, but then does she really need it? I feel like Toni Storm's an attraction on her own at this point.
All right. And for our final award of the night, the best gal.
Io Sky.
I'm taking
to both you guys.
It's mine. I picked her first. It's mine.
I called it 6 months ago.
Fellas, share. Now you boys.
Should have won the Rumble, but that's not the point. Yeah. I mean, man or woman, I think you can make the argument she was the best wrestler of 2025.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I'm just doing tally here just to see like how well we all did. I mean, I feel like, let's see. So we kind of said
Actually,
the
no,
A
I
is
got
kind
Brock. I got Brock going ass over tea kettle, so I'll take that. I
You
got
did
two.
Brock. You also got you got another
you got
one, I think.
Maxine.
You got
Maxine. You had Kendall Dane, and then I had Cena. Go me. There's one for Brandon. Donnie, you had Cena Styles.
I did.
Donnie, you had JD.
I did.
Donnie.
Yeah.
You had Charlotte and Alexa.
I did.
There's a lot of D's on the scoreboard here. Donnie, you had Dom. Dirty Don.
I did.
Best gal. We'll give it to both you fellas.
Sure, we get half points. It's fine.
Put one more B in there for good measure. And then so it's kind of a landslide here. I don't know if you can count. Sorry about the chicken scratch. There's a lot of D's on that scoreboard. There's a couple P's. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6.
I had
7. I had 7 or 6.5.
Brandon had 2.
Yeah,
I sure did.
I mean, Brandon shoots himself in the foot picking so much Ring of Honor and TNA. So
and New Japan.
If he was to ever win this, I would be embarrassed. And I do give Pierce credit for kind of trying to balance it out with AEW, because AEW did have some good content this year. So I gotta give you credit for that. I just go for what the people want, and that's very clearly WWE, and that's what.
And to be fair, like you fellas did pick like the pretty good picks right away, so I'm just kind of like, oh man. And
but Bandito 6 months ago.
Yeah, and Bandito. No, I will stand on that one. I'll put 10 toes on Bandito.
Which one would you not take it, or would you have taken if one of us didn't? Like, in seriously.
Which one would I have taken if you guys didn't?
Oh, you for sure would have taken Jey Uso.
You know me so well.
Well, last year at the Ope Ehwards, I just listened to it. You said Jay was ready to get into that world title picture.
He sure did.
I have yet to confirm this one. This is the new Donnie isn't real. I'm going to have to go back and confirm this one with my own ears, because clearly something was going on
40
at that
minutes
point in my life.
There you go. He even got a timestamp for you.
It's like
40 minutes into which episode? To which episode again? I'm jotting notes here. Jesus Christ. The Ope. Okay, 40 minutes in. I will investigate this and I will confirm this.
Yeah, but seriously, so like you want to say like we took your picks? Which pick would you have taken?
Well, I didn't say you guys like took my picks in a hard sense, but like when you've got Pierce who's saying Maxine, like that's a very good one, huh?
Yeah, Maxine was a good one.
Well, right, and then what was some of the other ones here? Like John Cena, AJ Styles, like that was a solid one for me too. Surprisingly, I didn't. JD like cringed me the fuck out. I'm surprised I didn't think of to pick that one. But like,
that was in January, and it was on Raw, so you have to like remember it.
Well, yeah, but it was very memorable. I mean, if I would have given it like 2 more seconds, but
like that, because we talked about that for like a month.
Yeah.
I didn't pick. Yeah, you guys both picked EO Sky, so I was just like, I mean, I'm a big EO Mark too, but I'm just like, we can't all. I guess we could all have picked EO Sky.
I would say if EO Mark was the EO Mark this year, it was me, because I was
sure. Oh, it's a competition.
And I gave her the award 6 months ago.
She's gonna be my pick anyway.
Oh my god!
I picked January 1st, 2025. I knew she was going to have a banger year.
If we go to WWE World, maybe we should get some mock-ups printed of these to give to the wrestlers.
That's if we're going to Mania at this point.
Nah. Seems unlikely for me this year, unfortunately, with the old wedding. But
I think it's unlikely for me to
those darn weddings.
Save a little bit more money and go to SummerSlam.
Yeah, but
SummerSlam's the way to go.
You got AJ Lee. I don't think you were going to pick Elimination Chamber. I don't think you were going to pick Dirty Dom. I don't think you were going to pick Charlotte and Alexa.
I mean, Charlotte and Alexa did have a very good point. Like, they did really put the women's tag division like way up here, and they had solid, stellar matches even on Raw. And I mean, there's
it was me. It was a slam dunk. When I saw like almost every news outlet, reporting outlet, AEW shill saying it was, no offense to you, Pierce, but saying it was FTR, like that's, to me, that was just really disrespectful to the work
If they
those
split
two
it
did
between men's and women's tags teams, I think those are the two you give. But I would agree that Charlotte and Alexa is the runaway winner.
They revitalized a dead title.
Yes, absolutely true.
Their relevance in a favorable way.
So they should go to ROH.
Way. Yeah. Yeah, just send them to ROH and they'll bring them back from the dead.
Send them to ROH 2-3 years and forget.
All right.
That does it for the awards show, but we're going to talk about one more thing. And I don't have the button for it yet, but I prayed for this and it happened. Drew McIntyre won the 3 stages of hell and is the new WWE champion, boys.
Hell yeah.
About fucking time.
Hell yeah. This fucking, oh my God. It was a midday show because it was in Germany, and me and Donnie were I was at work, but I got to finish up remote, so I was keeping up with him on my phone. And, we kind of dragged the 3 stages of hell, what they chose. But if you look historically at 3 stages of hell, that's a pretty consistent lineup for it. It's like normal match, street fight, cage match. Like,
it's just tame. It's tame. And that's.
But if you look at Austin Triple H, which is like the definitive 3 stages of hell, it was regular match, street fight, cage match. Like, that was that.
Yeah, I would have wanted to see
that.
Like regular match, and then maybe like a first blood match, and then maybe like a last man standing match.
First blood is going to be. I don't know if we're ever going to see a first blood in WWE ever again, just because it's the sponsor thing and they've been PG for a while.
Just to kind of like just keep it like. There's been a lot more blood spots in the last year than I would say there's
including
been,
on Friday.
Yeah.
But, well, look what happened with Gunter and Jay. Like, Gunter, face full of blood and shit, choking the shit out of Jay, telling his brother to.
That was Jimmy.
Yeah, you know what I meant to say, damn it.
And then Gunther got a Crimson Mask against CM Punk as well.
Yeah,
and
I love a last man standing match to really finish off a feud, right? Like a cage match doesn't seem like a feud finisher, especially with the way it was won. But
you guys know I fucking hate that finish, but I think it was genius the way they did it. Because
go on. No, set the table.
They open the door, Cody's down, he's crawling, and then a man in black comes up, takes off, and for those who don't know, I'm going to call it a shiesty because Jacob Fatu would probably call it a shiesty. Takes it off. Jacob Fatu return, starts beating the shit out of Drew, which we still don't know if Drew attacked him. I mean, Drew could come out and say he did, but I think that'd be dumb. I would like to see it be somebody else. And then Cody would like kind of put his hands on Fatu, like, "Hey, what are you doing, man?" And Fatu just started beating the shit out of Cody too. And while that was happening,
no breaks.
The door was still open, and Drew. The biggest thing about this Drew character is that he is smart. Like he does things to antagonize people to a degree, and he's smart with it. He noticed the cage door was still open. He crawled out, 2 feet hit the floor, new champ. Like, that was perfect.
Yep. Like, I don't like the idea normally of escaping through the cage, but it made a lot of sense for what they were trying to do. I'm curious if they try and paint it in the sense that Jacob doesn't actually know who attacked him. And that's why he pissed off at everybody, because it ruined his opportunity to win the world, to try and challenge for the WWE championship. But I'm curious. It adds still some intrigue as to who did it, why they did it. Why did Jacob do what he did?
Like they could pick Drew as the one who did it, and then run that to Mania, and that's your Mania title program, and I'd be completely okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very solid and welcome change to the main title scene on SmackDown. Like this was sort of when you have both Cody and Drew probably would petition for himself regardless. But when you have Cody going up to it, being like, yeah, this shit's getting old. Like we're running into Mania and people are already calling the shot. Like we need to mix things up. And honestly, to give Drew a well-deserved accolade when you consider the fact that he also, the first place he goes to, fulfilling a promise that he made a very long time ago to his countrymen over in Scotland. The first place he gets to go to is Glasgow, and just gets to recant his journey with the fans and hold up the belt as now finally WWE Undisputed Champion in front of fans. That I thought was really huge for Drew. Yep. And he was able to hold it and wave it and defend it. I mean, it's, if Drew were to retire now, or retire even this year, he would have probably done it all at this point. Like, I don't know what more you could ask of a career at this point, but I'm hoping to see a lot of great things come from Drew. I'm hoping a lot of great things come out of the WWE title scene. We'll see what happens with Cody.
We got a lot of fun routes to go after this because we got the qualifying matches for the Saturday night's main event 4-way, which I think the obvious winner of that is probably Sami Zayn.
Oh yeah, I mean the Saturday night's main event is in Montreal, so obviously hometown advantage for Sami Zayn there. I will be attending. So
yeah, I know you bought tickets. I wasn't sure if you said you weren't sure if you were going to be able to make it.
Yeah, no, we're going. We already booked the train ticket, hotel, all that stuff. I'll be there. So
nice.
And then you get Sammy and Saudi versus Drew.
Yeah. And what it also does is it keeps him away from the crowd reaction if he wasn't to win the Royal Rumble. So yeah.
And I think an out there pick would be Ilya, just because I want to see that match.
Well, Ilya faces Sammy as a qualifying match. So I'm not holding my breath while I wait for that one.
Maybe the out there pick is Matt Cardona, which is a whole, which is just
the out there pick is who Matt Cardona is facing in the qualifying round. That's Trick Williams.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Trick will be ultra solid.
Whoop that Trick.
Whoop that Trick.
I honestly feel like with Sammy getting the pin in it, I think Sammy pins Trick in this. I think this is where Trick gets humbled. And it's kind of his intro to the main event roster, like the welcome to SmackDown kid moment. And I mean, it's not going to bury, it's not going to, disenfranchise Trick at all. The dude is a ready-made star. I mean, his first showing. What's that? They'll be encasing him in an igloo.
They'll have to put him in the canal, in the St. Lawrence River.
Yeah,
just making sure the word Barry has been thrown around here.
No, it's too cold. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked by the time we went out there. It's probably like I was out there at a weekend once a few years back, and it was minus 40 Celsius. So as I do my
all that
from C to F, minus 40. That's minus 40. It actually converts to the point there. So yeah. I was out there for a minus 40 weekend once in February. So like it gets fucking cold out there. There ain't no sand out there. It's ice, it's snow, it's cold as shit.
Well, doesn't Antarctica count as a desert?
I think that's more of a tundra.
It's tundra-esque, I will say.
Yeah. There's something there. I'll have to look it up and send it to you guys. But
it's a tundra.
Yeah, I mean it's the most fun SmackDown's been in a year. And there was a report that came out today that apparently Roman versus Drew is the plan for Mania. I personally, I don't want to see that unless Drew wins and finishes the Bloodline Hunter story that started last year and then just stopped. But I think there's another Samoan that they should give the shot to for Mania right now, and that's Jacob Fatu 100%. So
yeah, I don't think that main events either necessarily. I still think like Cody Roman, no title, and Punk and Brock Lesnar are your 2 main event matches.
Punk Lesnar.
I think it's still going to be Punk Braun, but that's just me.
I've always thought it's Punk Lesnar because it's that progressive going through the Vision, and we know that Brock's kind of like the wild card, sometimes available for the Vision. I wouldn't be surprised to see at Elimination Chamber CM Punk beat Logan Paul, or maybe at just kind of going through.
Isn't Punk facing Paul at the Rumble? Isn't that the plan?
Yeah. Is he? I'm not sure, but I basically expect him to go through everybody in the Vision until he gets to Brock. Yeah. And I mean, that sets up such a storyline too, with again, the Paul Heyman aspect, the UFC fighter aspect, right?
Yeah, 2 very evenly matched in that field. Yes.
Yeah, there's just so many things to tell her, and it's that big box office name that I don't think Braun Breaker has yet. I'm sorry, I know Braun Breaker's big, but he's not Brock Lesnar big, not yet.
And for what it's worth, too, the Punk Lesnar match that did happen some years ago was actually received pretty well.
It is an incredibly good match. If you go rewatch that, it's Lesnar pulling out moves that it's pre-Suplex City Lesnar, so right. he's actually working, and those two just had a fucking banger.
Yeah,
Brock works well for guys half his size, I've noticed.
And also the spoiler thing that I would say, because I'm probably not going to be on for your Royal Rumble predictions, unfortunately, so I'm going to get this in. With Lesnar winning in Saudi Arabia, it reduces the outright negative fan reaction that you're going to get to him winning the Royal Rumble. Because I think if you have that reaction in the States, it doesn't go over as well as it does in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So that would make Brock probably both the oldest Rumble winner, unless Vince counted.
Vince is the oldest.
Vince would still be the oldest. But Lesnar would be tied at 3 with Austin then, if that would be the case.
Yeah.
Which honestly,
I think it's going to be more of an out there pick for the Rumble winner, if I'm being honest.
See what
happens.
Yeah. Cody could win it too if Cody's going to be in it.
Oh God, please don't have Cody win it. No Cody.
That's been thrown out there too, bud.
Cody needs an extended break from the title, and that's coming from somebody who likes Cody as champion.
We still never got that Cody Randy Orton match. They fucked up.
And realistically, that doesn't need a title. That could be your Mania program.
Could.
But Donnie, dude, we missed you. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me, boys. It was fun being back. I'm going to be poking my head in again where I can.
Hell yeah.
I hope you'll take me in when that time comes around again, whenever that might be.
Oh, dude.
No. Donnie, it's not an Ope 3-way without you, without this guy. See, Wells,
the A
real
without the A.
3.
Right.
Wait,
the A, the E, and the 3. It's ASL, bro.
I go O.
So there's an O, there's an E,
3.
Canadian English is basically ASL.
And then I do it this way because I like, it's the Cena, and then also Glorious Bastards Triclasa.
I see. Yeah, I haven't got
that. This way.
The hand signals figured
out.
This way, you will die. But if you do it this way, you won't get caught.
I don't got the gang signs down yet, guys. I'm sorry.
Arrivederci. Sorry, I was thinking of Glorious Bastards.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Come back to us, Don, anytime.
We'll have to get
anytime, buddy.
On an episode. He'll now know that but you guys need to interact. He did say one of his biggest wants for this year is to get all 3 of us on an episode. I told him we'll make it happen some way.
We're going to check it off the list.
We can make it happen.
I got nothing else. Brandon?
Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming up next week. It's going to be 3 of us, but presumably we'll be talking a lot about the change-ups that have been going on at NXT. Donnie, I'm sure you've been following those too. A lot of shifts coming up with Evolve finally getting a more shine on TV. A lot of great talents coming up.
All the call-ups now makes a big roster switch You know, they have a vacant is once again champion. So
yeah, let's real quick. Obafemi leaves NXT and everybody's like, we're safe. And then Keanu Carter walks through the door and goes, hey guys, under new management.
Oh, that man's a dog.
The
He's
old
gonna
guy,
run roughshod.
You guys actually the old guy, but no, he's gonna be a hoss there too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like Brandon was saying, Najee is going to be joining us. Friend of the show. It's his second appearance. I've also been on his show. Check that out. If you are just joining us, make sure to follow us on all social media at Ope_A3_way, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram. And then see the new episodes on YouTube and whenever the wonderful Canadian under me has time to put them on Spotify.
Oh yeah, I need to get around to that, eh? I need the files so I got to download them and stuff. I'll figure out a way to do that. You got to get that back up and cooking.
Yeah, well, we'll get it when we get it, but this will be up on YouTube, and people can finally see the lovely Canadian face that is yours. So,
well, I mean, outside of the Instagram photos that I would post every now and then, but yeah, I do exist. My existence has been confirmed.
Donnie, if you'd be so kind, please do take some photos on this wonderful excursion you're going to be taking to Saturday night's main event. If you'd be so kind.
Yeah, and SmackDown.
Love to see you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Loving it.
Oh, hell yeah. And that's the bottom line, because this is your favorite podcast saying, thanks for stopping to the Ope Three-Way. Have a beer, or if it's dry January, water or coffee on us, and have a great night. We'll see you next time.